going to be talking about some gossip, man. This is coming from comicbooknews.com, and this is going to be some Marvel rumors. So don't take this as blood and fact, but this is some rumors for Marvel, and it's going to be about Shang-Chi too, and a little bit about Spider-Man. It says Shang-Chi and the Legend of Ten Rings remains as one of Marvel Studios' best Phase 4 movies, and it's not been for the silliness of Trevor and Morris. It may have gone down as an instant classic in the eyes of fans. As things stand, it's still an epic martial arts movie which Simu Liu put Simu Liu on the map. Unfortunately, the character has been sidelined ever since, and is now coming up on 3 years since we saw Shang-Chi on screen. Scooper Daniel Richmond, who is Daniel RPK, and he has a lot of accurate scoops. So that's why I was like, let me put this on. It's not fact yet, because I always say it's only like close to fact if a big trade comes up with it. But Daniel RPK has a lot of great stuff. It says that shared an update confirming that current plan for Shang-Chi 2 is rumored to be titled Shang-Chi and the Wreckage of Time. It's supposed to go to production next year. If it goes to production next year, it might come out in 2026. He might have another film. So he claims that time travel will be involved and Iron Fist will be added into the film. There's no word on which version of the character we'll see, though we bet that it won't be Finn Jones, Danny Rand. It said Lin Lee seems far more likely. So the second or third Iron Fist. Simu Liu said, "Oh man, I don't know, to be honest, about Shang-Chi making a return. I mean, those things are above my pay grade. I want to continue to be a fan. You know, when I get a call like, hey, this is what you're in, and this is where you're going to show up, and this is where you're going to need to be blacked out for, he's down for it. That's kind of generally what tends to happen. But you know, Destin is such a special filmmaker, and we're happy to have him on the sequel. So we'll be working on that, and we're excited to see what he comes up with. I think he's going to do a brilliant job." There's a lot of ideas that they had for the first one that they got cut and was planting seeds. He said that they're going to be maybe lined up for the second one, which is really interesting. And then Richmond also reported that Kevin Feige has won the battle with Sony Pictures and now will enlist a new director to helm Spider-Man 4 in place of John Watts. Because John Watts, I think, is going to be directing Fantastic Four now. It says we're hearing that Drew Goddard is set to be the top person to direct Spider-Man 4. And also, that apparently because of how great Deadpool Wolverine is looking, they're going to have John Levy do more things. So Marvel is starting to get the roster of talented directors back in the fold. You know, obviously before it was the Russo brothers and James Gunn, Ryan Coogler, and those are like kind of the guys that were ushering stuff in. I felt like Scott Derrickson was doing really great with Doctor Strange before they pushed him to the side for Sam Raimi. But we're seeing Sean Levy, John Watts, maybe Drew Goddard if he does a really great job with Spider-Man 4. Destin Cretton, who did a great job with Shang-Chi, are going to be the guys ushering. He's also going to be writing an Avengers film. That has been confirmed. And he's also doing Naruto. His plate is full. But yeah, I'm excited for Shang-Chi. I really had a good time with the first one, and I'm excited to see. My big thing, and I've talked about this with friends, that I feel like after Endgame, this arc should have been a multiverse. It should have been a time arc where a lot of different time travel or time manipulation or different time stories were in each film, and it dealt with that. And I think that that would have led into another multiverse saga. So they should have done time saga because the Avengers went back in time, which would have tied in the TVA, and then you bring the multiverse after. So it's interesting that they're doing time with Shang-Chi for his second film and adding Iron Fist. I think that's very interesting as well. I would like to see Danny Rand be in there. I think Finn Jones, I think that's his name. Yeah, Finn Jones. I've seen him in other stuff. He's not a bad actor. He's talked about how he didn't get a chance to prepare for the original Iron Fist, so I think they would have him prepared. I think he could do a good job as Iron Fist in the MCU. But if they go with the second Iron Fist, that's also totally fine. How do you guys feel about this rumor? Are you excited for a second Shang-Chi? Are you excited for it to be a time traveling epic? And are you excited for Iron Fist to make his MCU movie debut? And or are you excited for Drew Goddard as well to direct it, if you're familiar with his films? Drop all those comments down below and drop it in the live chat and let me know.